What's going on, my tapped out auto fans? It's your boy, Dirty Boy. What's going on, huh? How you doing today? Want to give a big shout out to my best friend Mikey Kelly down there at Jack's Performance in Singer, Texas. He's the one that got me this nice little tripod. I like it. At least I'm not fighting with the camera now. Appreciate you, Mikey. And if y'all down there in Singer, Texas, and y'all need any high performance parts or need your transmission rebuilt and you got yourself a race car, go down there and check out Jack's Performance. This right here was I'm looking at right now, guys. Look at this bullet. I don't even know where the hell this came from. It was literally just sitting right there on top of my toolbox. I must have forgot about it or something. I have no clue. There's not even no markings of what it is. What do y'all think about this, guys? It doesn't feel like it's full. Does it come out? Ooh, it does come out. Huh. Kind of weird. What is this, like a prop? It's never been fired, it don't look like. That's weird. Huh. So, what we're doing today, guys, is we are doing a intake manifold on the silver one. That clip that y'all seen in the last video of all that stuff that we picked up and everything. If y'all watched the end of that video, this one right here sprung a leak right here. And I know a lot of people say, oh, it's, you know, you're probably gonna need an intake and stuff like that and everything, because a lot of these have the plastic intakes on them, but this one's aluminum. So I'm guessing that's all that happened and stuff. But yeah, about right in here, it was squirting pretty good. So we're gonna take this apart. I already got gaskets for it, and yeah. So let me get ready and enjoy the video. Alright guys, and to make this job a little easier, you always let the air out of the tires. So a trick my buddy Mikey taught me back in the day. Makes it a little easier getting up in there. And you need you one of these, especially if it's hot. Alright, get y'all up here. Alright, what should we go for first? Let's see, let's go ahead and go for the accelerator and kickdown tech cable. How about that? We'll go with that first. They just pop right off, as y'all can see there. I think that bracket we could leave. And it looks like 2 8mm. We're gonna get a 1/4 inch 8mm. Yeah, alternator went out of one last week, guys, and now this one here blew an intake gasket. It still made it home though. I was I don't know, 15-20 miles from home, something like that, probably 15, something like that. Don't really know, but at least 15 miles from home, I'm saying. And this thing made it home with no problems. Oh, pretty stoked about that, Ford. That's twice. When Holly Berry's alternator went out, I wasn't that far. I was probably only 3 miles away, but the battery was dead. It was not doing shit. It was dead. The stereo kept cutting off and on, and yeah, it still made it home though. So as I got in the yard, of course, it wouldn't start. But we gotta have this truck, because there's one more cleanup for the year, and gotta get this truck ready for the ball. Now, why don't I use Holly Berry? Well, the reason why I don't use Holly Berry is because she's got that toolbox, got that crane, and all that stuff in the back of her. And this here hauls more stuff. And that's the only reason and I can fill her up with stuff, and I don't got to unload it right away. I can just leave her loaded up, or and leave this boy right here loaded up, and then I don't have to worry about it for a couple days. So this is going to be fun. Now I see a lot of people on here, a lot of people during my life that had done these. A lot of them don't take the alternator off. Me, I'd rather take the alternator off just because it just gets it out of the damn way. You know, and also see, I was talking to a guy about this, and he thought you had to take the cab off the frame to do this job, and it's like, no, you don't got to do that. The only thing I don't like is these damn clamps, and I think I have some new ones that we're going to change out. Damn thing's supposed to lock, but it's not locking, so well, now it locks. Okay. Yeah, I was watching TikTok, and you know, guys, if you're trying to get ahead and stuff like that, I understand. But there's this guy on TikTok that, let's just say the tow truck dude, just call him that, and you know, evidently he was crying and whining because he didn't have any transportation to get to work. So the TikTok family got together and they bought this man a little motorcycle. You know, nothing serious. But they bought this man a little motorcycle. Now, don't get me wrong. Guy was blessed with a little motorcycle. You know, I'm not really a religious man and stuff like that, but you know, complete strangers, you know, pitched in and got this man a motorcycle. And then you know what he does? He quits his job because he has a spat with the company. What the hell? I don't get that. Alright guys, we'll check this off. This part here goes on to the air breather ducting. I think so, looks good. And this part here goes in the back of the motor, right back there. Yeah, I'll show y'all. Alright. See what that hose is right there? Right there. So, yeah, it's just like, you know, it just ticks me off when people do that. Alright, we're going to unplug the throttle body. And this, evap solenoid. I don't know why this thing's got two evap solenoids. That explains a lot. Huh. That's kind of weird. Alright. We just unplug it from right here, and then this just squeezes in and unplugs. Then we're going to follow it back here. You can see these two back here. Well, I don't know if I can get my big ass hands in there. Let's see. Now, you want to kind of be careful with these because y'all can break the lines. There we go. Whew. Alright. Now we just unplug this here off of the EGR. And then one over here to this. And then one over here to the fuel regulator, fuel pressure regulator. And this whole thing here, whoops, I'm hung. There we go. This thing here just cut it completely out like that. Now, like I say, you want to be careful with these. These right here are not too brittle. But man, some of these are brittle as hell. So y'all want to make sure that y'all kind of careful messing around with these. Because they will break. And yes, you do need your vacuum lines on these because they won't run with a damn if you don't. Oh. I'm doing that. We just wired it over here. Just like that. Nothing broke. Good. Awesome. I'm glad nothing broke. And then we just put it just like that. Alright, now the wiring. We unplug it right here. This is the coolant temp sensor. Unplug that. We just stick that out the way. And then this in here is the alternator, which we're going to do this. Be sure to unplug your battery. You just want to make sure there's no, oops. I'll tell you what, I'm actually digging this little tripod here. Been needing one for a while, but money is tight. So yeah, unplug this right here. There we go. Yeah, I know. You can either plug the negative or the positive. It doesn't matter. I just undo the positive just to make sure. Alright, we're gonna get up in here. Oh yeah, this little tripod fits in some places. I like this. Oh, that's a 10mm. What the hell am I doing? We're taking the hot wire off of the alternator. Holy moly. Then you want to take the nut that you just took off and you want to put it right back on there so you don't lose it. Just like that. This clip here is not so bad. You just kind of get off in there a little bit, kind of give it a little pry. Actually, a hook pin or a little hook would actually be better for this. But this one here is kind of a pain in the ass because for some reason, sorry, y'all can see, this one right here is kind of a pain in the ass because for some reason Ford decided to put the little clip towards the back of the alternator, but then that just pops right off. Everything good. Okay, so yeah, I want to go ahead and take the alternator off. So I need to get the alternator, and I think I'm going to pull the fuel rails up with the intake. A lot of people and stuff take the intake off, or the injector rails off separate, and then they pull this off. I think I'm going to pull the injectors and the upper intake off all at once. I've done that before, have never had any problems, so I'm going to try that again. And then we need the fuel disconnecting tools. But yeah, this one is leaking right in between here, just squirting out water or antifreeze. So let me go get my tool to take this belt off, and the tools to take the fuel pressure line off, or the fuel line off, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. These things right here, they work really good. Now you can use a pry bar for this. Not a pry bar, a breaker bar. You can use a breaker bar for this, but I like this little thing. It's been pretty cool, but it doesn't come with that right there. It doesn't come with the 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter. And a 1/2 inch is what you need to fit in the hole. And as soon as I get that in here, I'll show you. See right there where it's at? That's where you want it. Alright guys. Get back up here now. Y'all crooked. There we go. Damn it, the hell. It ain't the tripod giving me hell, it's actually the battery giving me hell. There we go. Stay. Alright. Well, I need a better... Sometimes you have to take that little adapter off, kind of twist it around, kind of get the right spot, I would say. Okay, it's... I thought it was pulled down, but it's not. I should have known this. I just did this, and you just pull and take it off. There you go. That belt kind of looked kind of bad, but the way it looks. Okay, now get y'all over here where y'all can see some stuff. I know y'all like watching. Don't like commenting on a damn thing on my videos, but y'all like watching. Okay, so we are going to take off this 10mm. We're going to go ahead and take off. Actually, we don't have to take off. We got to take off this 10mm. This one right here. We don't got to touch these two. Just this one. Got to take that one off. This one here. And this one over here. 3 10mm bolts. That's it. That's all we got to take off. Whoa, crash. There we go. Oh yeah. Guys, we got that. The hell that is. Huh. Bunch of broken plastic. I thought it was maybe this canister that's down below here, but no. Looks like nothing broke off it. Huh. Oh, that's brittle as shit. That's weird. That's weird. Huh. Well, what do y'all think this shit is, guys? It's not the canister. I'm looking straight at it. Ain't nothing broke on it. What is the cover maybe that goes around the canister? Huh. Weird. Alright, let me get rid of this stuff. Alright Alright guys, we are back. Had a flashlight. And looking off down in there, y'all can see it. It looks like the fuel disconnect. Y'all can see it right inside there. That's pretty rusty. So I changed my mind about taking that off. I might mess around with it a little bit once everything's out, but yeah. So it looks like it's going to be that 8mm. There's an 8mm there. This 8mm here, that actually take all three of these off and just take this plate right on off so it's out your way. And then let's see, be two more 8mm. There's one here, right there, and then there's one back there in the back. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 8mm that you want to take off next. And we'll go ahead and pop that fuel rail off. We might have this thing off tonight, guys. I don't know, but we might have this thing torn apart tonight. Oh yeah, we need to undo that plug right there too. We'll go ahead and undo this plug here. There we go. Alright, so, it's pretty crusty. I still don't know why all that stuff is just broken up. Weird. Alright, let's take off these 8mm. Alright guys, we got all them off. I was thinking about taking this modular off over here, but I decided not to. It's easier to pull the wires now. Since I am not taking the fuel injection rail out, well, probably just be best to go ahead and unplug the injectors. And they're pretty easy just to pop up with a pry bar, or even sometimes you just take your hands and just lift them up. Hey, little clips, ain't nothing. So, alright, I'm gonna get done undoing these clips and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My thumb hit the trigger, or hit the record button. But you want to reach your hand in like this in there, and you just want to squeeze and pull out on each one of these injectors. As y'all seen, they just pop back in here like that, and you just squeeze both sides and pull out. That's it. The number, that'd be number 8 over there. That one was a pain in the ass. Alright, guys. They're looking good. There we go. Oh, little fella. There you go. Stay right there. So let's see. What do we need to do next? This is actually attached to itself, so we don't need to take that off. This thing disconnects right here. So that's done. This ground strap right here looks like a 10mm. Whoa, how the hell did that get untightened? Just like that. the ground strap, and don't forget to put this back on. I see a lot of these disconnected, and they don't need to be disconnected. Alright, that's all. And I'll have to do some much needing cleaning in here. That right there goes out the way. This goes with it. Now we just take pry bar and we gently pop up. Y'all see? Easy breezy. Just pop up. And as long as y'all don't use too much force, like some of these damn rails, man, they are like super glued on there. On these damn injectors. So I mean, if you have to and stuff like that, you know, you could use a coil pack to pry it, you know, to have a little leverage to pry up on. Just be real careful that you don't break anything. And I'm actually going to take all these injectors out, and all these injectors I'm actually going to take out and clean up, spray out and stuff like that. Because frame wise with this truck, yeah, it's kind of you know, it's not horrible. I've seen worse, but it does good for what it's good for, and this motor runs great, so it deserves some love. All right, here's another vacuum line. I'm just gonna pull that out, and let's see here, guys. I think we're just about ready to go ahead and pull the damn intake off. Well, y'all guys got me working. Okay, that's for the brake booster, so we don't got to take that off. There is one little connection. If you can see it right in there, it's gray. You can see it hooked up right there. I'm not quite sure. I think this is for when so your radio don't get any static. So I tell you what, that looks like it's gonna break, and it's a 10 millimeter that holds it on. So let's just see if we just can we sneak off in here and get it off? Can we? Oh, I can with a shorty. Hang on a minute. Alright guys, got a little shorty. We're gonna get that 10 millimeter bolt right there. That's the light shining on. You see that bolt right there, the trusty one? That one right there. We're gonna get that one off. Oh. There we go. Damn, bolt's kind of long, he's throwing that. Alright. And that's what that is. Lay it right out the way. Pretty sure that's to keep the static out of the radio. Or I might be thinking way old school. Way old school. Okay guys, I think the only thing we gotta do now is just start pulling off the intake bolts. Yeah. Cool. Thinking about maybe, nah, we just go ahead and get the intake bolts. Alright guys. Alright guys, just one thing. Remember, these bolts are different sizes. This one right here goes right there. So what I like to do is up here, you see I got all my bolts up here on the cow. I put the shorties over here, and then this long one goes right there where the thermostat neck is, and I put the shorty right there. If you have a problem, you know, remembering where that stuff goes, then you might want to take a video camera or a picture. We have a little bolt over here. This will be a pain in the butt. I'm just going to take a... You don't have to use a hammer this big. This is just only what's available to me. Not too hard. You don't want to break your thermostat neck. Whoops. Alright, gotta do something else. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I want to show you a little trick. We have a strip bolt right here. Looks like that this upper intake has been taken off before. Many moons ago it looks like. But it has been taken off before. So we have a strip bolt. So you want to get you a punch like this, flat on the end. You want to lay it right directly over top of it. You want to get you a smaller hammer like this ball peen. You just want to smack it. Just a couple times. See all that stuff gets nicely falling out. Now you don't want to lube. You don't want to be sitting here spraying a bunch of lube on it because there's no lube going to get down in the threads. None. You have this lip right here on the edge of the bolt and everything else is sealed up. You ain't going to get no lube in there. It just ain't going to happen. Look at that. Come on. Oh, look at that. That's how it's done, son. Just like that. Yes, you don't want to spray no lube on here trying to loosen it up and stuff like that because it's just going to make everything slippery and shitty. That's how you want to do it. And I'll show you. As you can see, this little... there we go. See this little, you can see this little ring right here. You can see that? Well, that's where this lip of this bolt fits down on. And you can see right here where it's tapered out. It's very hard for any type of liquid to seep down in here and to go all the way down. It might eventually, but yeah, you might as well just forget about that. But yeah, just do it just like I showed y'all. And it works just like it did for me. Okay, now, this is the fun part, guys. I'm not tall. We can get rid of the hammer and the punch now. Alright. Pretty much just gotta look off down inside here, and it does look like I'm gonna have to take off the coil packs. Or you can just take the coil packs off with the intake when you take it out. It's up to you. They will come off with it still bolted. It will, trust me. Alright guys, y'all can see there's bolts off in that general area. If y'all get off in here, y'all can see. These here are a little bit easier to get to. There's one there, there's one there. So just go all the way around, make sure you get them all, and yeah, we'll be right back. Yeah. Alright guys, I've been working over here a little bit and stuff like that. I got 3 of these bolts out, still haven't got to the other side. But if you look way... let's see if I can... Come on, focus, you piece of shit. They're both right there. Right there. That, yeah, it's in the very fucking back of the motor. And it doesn't want to come out. Yay. So, gotta fucking deal with that shit tomorrow.